All right, welcome back, everybody. Aesop Grim here, and this is the continuation of my Fia's Blood Assassin Compendium, where we are working on, well, we just cleared out Upper Caelid and the War Deck Catacombs. And that's where I'm at now. This is where we fought the Bell-Bearing Hunter, took him down, so the Upper Caelid Bell-Bearing Hunter is done. That was a heck of a fight, as it is always. And we're going to be moving now to the Moonlight altar. Moonlight altar. We're level 126. I am playing a dagger-based bleed arcane build. And so this is where I'm going to pause you for the first time while I check Cowboy's video, and I will also, when you come back, we will be over in the right location. Okay, so I have 50,000 runes on me, so that's not enough to level, but all of that came off of that Bell-Bearing Hunter. All right, guys, be right back. All right, guys, here we are at, it's really, really dark, I know. We are at the village of the Albinarics. Now, we are actually, in short order, going to be going here to the Moonlight altar, but there was a shiny that he forgot to grab earlier that's pretty much due east of us. So let's maybe push time forward so we have a little bit more light. YouTube already darkens things up. I wonder if Rumble does that. I know with YouTube it has to do with the codec and transcoding is what is driving that. Okay, so a little bit lighter, and it'll get brighter as the day goes on. So there we go. I forgot what button it was to summon. What's this dude's name? Torrent. Yeah. There we go. Having all kinds of memory issues. My goodness. All right, so we're going to head out this way. We're going to go out into... Actually, I want to get that... Oh, I thought that was a Trina's Lily. Okay. Oh, goodness. This guy wants to mix it up. We're just going to avoid him. Okay. We are going to get out into this lake of rot. And there's one of those shiny beetles that I probably should have this equipped for. Okay, there's a crab to my right. Be mindful of that. There he is, shiny beetle. Dead ahead. Got it. Ash of War, Vow of the Indomitable. Oh, that sounds like somebody just aggroed on me. Okay, so we can head over to Moonlight Altar, and we're going to be headed down into this area right here. I'm going to put you on pause while we transition over and I check the video again, so I'll see you momentarily. Okay, back in. And am I back in? Yes, I am. Okay. So we actually have a long ways to ride. And the thing is, there's something called the Great Beast Quest or something to that effect, and it's going to have us run all over the place over here. But because of that, then according to Cowboy, it makes sense to grab the Grace Site first. Now, the Grace Site he grabbed, I think I remember that Grace Site. I think that there's a tree avatar that we're going to have to take on, but I haven't seen that part of the video yet, so I'm not sure. But we'll find out here pretty soon. First, we got to make this run. So we're going to just blitz past all these ruins and make our way down. There's like a series of, well, I don't know if I'd call it a series, but there's some switchbacks. Anytime I see switchbacks, I remember the time that I drove from northern Italy down the Adriatic Sea coast side of Kosovo, or Croatia, I should say. I can't remember the name of the town now. It's a big town in the south. It starts with a P. It's like Pulmo or Polvo or something like that. But that was all. It took me so much longer than I expected that it would take, and it's because it was all single lane switchbacks to the mountains. But it was a gorgeous drive. It was peaceful. But yeah, I spent I think I was on the road for 13 hours or something. Did I lose my way? I think it's up through here. There we go. Okay. And that's what I'm looking for. This steeple. You can see the gray site. All right, so we got the gray site. This is where I pause you again. I find out what he does next. Stand by. So we're going to be doing some stuff like bit by bit. We're going to activate this book. We're going to shoot a turtle. Then we're going somewhere around here. I think it was. It might have been more like right here. I'll have to double check. And then we're going up into these ruins. I think it's these. It could be these. Yeah. So we'll shoot this turtle. Okay. Here's the book that we activated. And from this point, I went that way. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to go over this direction. Got turtles. That's our indicator that we're in the right spot. When we peek over the edge here. You bamboozled me again, game. There you are. All right. There we go. Okay, now I need to go pay very close attention to where he puts his map markers and actually watch him make the trip, and I'll be right back and I'll show you. Okay, so we're on our way to the next great turtle, and the locations, there's 3 locations we're going to. I've only seen as far as location number 1, but here it is, this little outcropping right here. The great turtle's going to be down here, and he's hard to hit. I guess you can get down this way, but you're going to lengthen a lot of travel time, it looks like to me. So he's possible to hit from up here, from ranged, but it's a little bit finicky. And then we got to hit these ruins, and then we got to hit these ruins. So that's the game plan. Also, I have learned that when it comes to these great turtle puzzles, if you find one of the great turtles and then you die, that great turtle will still register as having been found. So it's persistent through death. But what you cannot do is you cannot warp to these different grace sites. You have to find all of them by manually traveling to them, basically. So we're going to cut back through here where there were wolves. Wait, what were those? Is that good stuff? Yeah, root resin. And the result of this quest chain, I guess, gives you access to a pretty good Ronnie spell. I couldn't quite tell what he said. It sounded to me like he said Stark Moon. It's a spell cast. But I was a little bit fuzzy on the word Stark, whether he said Stark or something that sounded like Stark. Okay, so here we are at point number 1. And my range, does it show me a range? 50. Okay. So we should be able to see him from here, but targeting him sometimes... Oh, we got him. Oh, that was easy as pie. All right, terrific. Stand by and I'll be right back. Okay. So the first little bit, and again, I'm doing these little bits at a time. We're going to enter up into these ruins, and there's going to be a revenant to fight. Then there's a false floor cellar, that will give us a smithing 8, and that's where I paused it. Ow. Alright, you dead. Now, did I get poisoned? No, that's just poison buildup. Okay. False floor. It is somewhere nearby, but I'm gonna have to hunt around for it. I might have to re-reference his video, but I'm hopeful that I'll recognize it when I see it. Yeah, let's try this right here. Ah, yep. Okay, good deal. And smithing stone 8. Back up into the light of day. We're at 54,000 runes. And stand by. Okay. Am I in game? I'm still getting used to how things work with my extended monitor. Alrighty then, so we're going to move up to point number 3 now, and the first thing that we're going to get up in that section of ruins is the Cerulean Medallion +2, which will increases faith points. So we're looking for one of those little gargoyles that... Got that guy a lot quicker. Let's go ahead and pop a health potion. We're looking for one of those little gargoyles that we can use a stone sword key on. Here he is. Alright, Cerulean Amber Medallion +2. And we're back up top, and you guys are back on standby. I'll be right back. Okay. So there's a rune 10 nearby. There it is, right there. And then there's a little place that summons the guys. There's like a little host of them, 4 or 5 of them, that materialize, that have the little bells, and they send magic at you. There's a bear. That's a regular bear, I think. Am I getting aggressed? No. Yeah, regular bear. Okay. Was it here? Yep. Okay, I think it was just 3 there. And we get the glintstone firefly, 5 of them. Okay. I know he mounted up from here, and I think we're going to be headed in that direction. But stand by. Okay. We have a new set of runes that we're moving to now. Don't forget, guys, that you are not wanting to warp around at this point in time until we have found all the turtles. I believe it's here that he went. And there's a bunch of magic traps and those spellcasters that fade in and out that we're going to have to face. And we're basically just going to go all over those ruins and find whatever little goodies that we come across. I know that there's a Somber Smithing 8 to be had. Okay. Oh, darn it. Yeah. Oh, shoot, there you are. They're good. Oh, come on, man. There. I got him right before he phased out. Okay, we get a glintstone staff. Mushroom roa fruit. There's another one of these guys obviously still around. Maybe 2. I don't want to chase them around the whole time though, so we should just keep going. So, here's something right here. That's a rune arc, obviously. Golden rune 9. What else might I find? There's a dragon over there. Huh. I wonder if we're going to be facing that anytime soon. Is it just a regular dragon or a named dragon? I bet that's a named dragon. Because we're in a different zone. This is Liurnia. So that'll be cool. Ow. Oh, we're almost dead. My. Whoa. I got you. Okay. What I want to do is put my blessed Dew talisman on so that we can passively regen. Now, that would have been upsetting if I had died. That was really close, man. Alright, I think there's a false passageway. And it should be around this area. Was it here? Yep, it was. Better pop another health potion, my goodness. Those guys hit for harder than I would expect. Alright, Somber Smithing Stone 8. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount up and I'm just going to run around and make sure there's not anything I'm missing in these ruins. But this area looks clean. Moonfolk Ruins, I'm going to say it's cleared. Oh, there we go. I'm glad I was doing that. One last little sweep of the area. Those traps are pretty powerful. Shattering pillars and stuff. Okay, we've been here. Yeah, so that now that I got that magic grease, I'm pretty confident that this place is completely picked clean. So stand by. Okay. So, let me see if I can get back into the game. There we go. Alright, what's coming up is tricky. We're going... He said to go here, and then we're going to the Everjail. And by the way, it's not Stark Moon, it's Ronnie's Dark Moon is the name of the spell. But we're going to be moving past the dragons, and there's a turtle right here. So once we hit him, that's the last one. That turtle is maybe like right here, actually. But he's in this area. And then this right here, he says this is probably the toughest Everjail in the entire game. So hopefully I can beat it, but that might be the remainder of our video. I'm at 26 minutes right now. We'll just have to see how long it takes me. But we should get a really... one of the summons that I was super interested in for this character. And I'll just leave it at that. For right now. Okay, so I set those markers. Yes, I did. Okay, so he headed south. Did he go this way first? And get past the dragons? There's double dragons right there. Double Dragon. There was a popular video game called Double Dragon. Way back in the day, about the time of the original Super Mario Brothers. It was real popular in the arcades. Arcades a total thing of the past, man. It's a relic. Kids these days don't really know what an arcade... Well, they do over in, like, Japan. In the East, it's still real popular, but not so much in America anymore. But it used to be a big deal. That was one of the... That and going to the mall. You know, those were staples of the 80s and 90s. I don't have too much recollection of the 80s. I was pretty young then, but I grew up in the 90s. Early 90s. Alright, here we go. So that's my Everjail. There's the spirit thing, so can I... manually... Not quite. Not quite. Pretty close, though. Pretty close. So the other way to do this is to use that spirit jump on Torrent. And Cowboy says with a little bit of practice, you can just bonk them up in the air. And it'll count. But I want to try and use my bow. Because I like my bow. I like being able to, as a utility weapon, I enjoy it. Oh, I got him! Haha! Nice. Okay. So, We're going to head to the Everjail now. I have 62,000 runes. The thing about Everjails is that they're risk-free. You can always get your runes back safely. It's kind of like with the Bell-Bearing Hunter. Ringleader's Everjail. So this is the ringleader of the murderers, the Black Knife assassins that Ronnie sent after Godric, I think his name is. Oh. Oh, hit me again, darn it. Oh, shoot. Ah, he keeps a sheet. Yeah, that timing for, man. I got hit by every one of the special moves. Electo, Black Knife Ringleader. And her daughter is Tish. And Tish is the summon that I want for this character. She's an assassin. There it is. So we safely reacquire our runes. Okay, so this is going to be a jump cut because I've decided on a few things. So, number one, this I want to make into its own separate video. This fight is tough enough that I just want to record that with my mic muted for as long as I need to get the footage, and then I'll put together a separate video going over the Electo fight here, the ringleaders fight. For us, we're going to finish up this video by going down to here and then working our way to here. But I think maybe right here, there's a whole bunch of mats to be had and a red fox to destroy. And then we can get Ronnie's Dark Moon spell over here. And then I'm actually also looking at a respec, because some things have occurred to me about how I'm playing my character, what my character's vision is, and the direction that I've sort of accidentally, in my opinion, maybe taken him in, which is not optimal. But I'll talk more about that later. Okay, back-to-back jump cuts here. I just lost my runes to up there where the gazebos are at. That's where we want to go, and there's a red wolf there that we need to destroy. But on your way from here down to that fight, you run into these crystal guys. There's 4 of them, like crystal maidens or something. Really easy if you got a good strike weapon and you're set up for that. But I'm more of a bladed character, and I'm using daggers, obviously. So we're going to completely skip that. I need to reacquire my runes, and we're going to try and kill this red wolf. He's been a problem for me so far. Ah, I thought oh, screw you. Oh my gosh. Oh, you idiot. 1, 2, 3, roll. Shoot, man, I thought I had that. Oh, I thought I rolled through it. Ugh. So many times that I think I've got the roll off. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to blitz them. And I just don't. All right, try again. I think that was my best fight so far. I feel like I'm actually... The other two fights you haven't seen, I don't think that there's anything useful to get from them. So they're just wiped. I'm going to edit it out. It was just me simply getting my weapons re-ready and making sure I had the right talismans on and stuff. This fight right here was the first one where I felt like I was doing halfway decent. Well, basically, I just reduviated him to death. That, to me, man, I don't know. It's not cheese. It's an legit... It doesn't feel right. There we go. All right. So we're going to grab some loot. Smithing stone 7. Man, that was an annoyingly tough fight. I don't know how I'm going to take out Electo. Smithing stone 8. Okay, so here we are back at the altar south side of Grace. Right here. We were up here. And all we're going to do now is just run up and grab Ronnie's Dark Moon spell. It is pretty dark in here. Activate that. Okay. And here we go. Ronnie's Dark Moon. Supposed to be a pretty good spell. All right, well, that's going to close it out for this episode then. What we have done, with the exception of the separate video that I'm going to make where I do Ringleader's Everjail, and I also talk about, I'm thinking I'm going to respec, so I'm going to explain that. And then it's going to be a whole video of me doing the Ringleader's Everjail. However long, it might only be 10 minutes long, I don't know. It just depends on how long it takes me to fight, and then how much footage I I edit out. Okay, but with the exception of that, we've now knocked out all of Lemgrave, both Upper and Lower Caelid, all of Liurnia, all of, what is this, Mount Gelmir, all of the Altus Plateau, and we're getting ready to enter into the capital. All right, so that'll be in the next Chronicle. And then, of course, we still got Mountaintops of the Giants. We got, what is it called? Farum Azul. We've got this place up in the north. I always forget what it's called because I haven't been there yet. It's where Mikola is at, I think. Anyway, Haligtree, that's it. The Haligtree area. But I've never been there. So anyway, but that's the progress that we've made so far throughout this entire compendium, this series of chronicles. That's what a compendium is for me. And I guess that's that. So again, I'm Aesop Grim. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. More importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I'll see you in that next video where I take on the Everjail, where this story continues.